I came into the business full-time about August of 2007. I worked in the technical industry as a technical engineer, but my heart has always been with working with a family business. I can remember when I was a kid growing up, I always worked at the business. After school, I would come to work. Saturdays, I would come and help out with the family business. And even after college, and I work in the corporate sector, on the weekends, I would come work with the family business. So it's something that's always been very important to me, is working together as a family. But getting back to August of 2007, I came here full-time to take over the family business. And the first thing that I decided to do was expand the business. In other words, offer different services for the customers to come here and basically have a one-stop shop. So in 2007, about September, the tax office was started and accounting. So we started tax preparation service as well as accounting, and that worked very well for us. And we were able to offer those additional services, which during tax season, if people were putting off repairs or air conditioner work on their vehicles, they can use their refund check to offer such services. So that was important for us too. Then about 2009, the car sales or the used car dealership was started again. Actually, my dad started the car sales about, I think it was 1974 is when he stopped it. And so we reinstituted that part of the business. So we started the dealership. So now we have the automotive center, we have the tax office, and we have the car sales, which added an additional service and feature to the family business. So that gave the people the opportunity, once they got their taxes done and they got their refunds, if they wanted to, they can pick out a car and either put the down payment from their refund check or either pay the car in full. So we thought that went very well with the services that was already here. One thing my dad always told me though, in having a business, honesty, loyalty, and integrity is very, very important. So that means if you make a mistake, and all of us do, any business is going to make mistakes, it's actually how you handle that mistake. And he said this: if you're fair and you're honest and you correct the mistake and you tell the customer of such, then a lot of times people are very forgiving. So it's not the mistake in and of itself, it's how you handle any mistake. And that's what we've done. And we're very happy and pleased that the community have supported us with all services, with all phases of the businesses that they have come here and been very supportive. And we're very happy to offer the opportunity and the services. Also, about 10 years ago, we decided to remodel and have a nice facility for our customers. And that was very important for us. So we modernized the building. The building was cinder blocks, which we always painted every year. Some people said it was overkill painting the building every year, but we wanted a nice facility in the area for people to be able to come to and sit down in the lobby and say, wow, this is a nice place that you can come and get various services. So we had the building stuccoed and we knocked down some walls and we made the place where it's open to have a nice facility for the customers, and of course that have worked well. Another important thing of having a family business and a legacy, there are some big shoes to fill. The reason why I say that, because about 50% of second generations that take over a family business, they fail. And it was very important for me to not be a part of the 50% percentile that failed. We wanted to succeed because of the legacy and what it meant to what my parents had worked so hard to build for both of his kids. I have a sister also that established a florist, and we'll get more into that when she's able to give you the history and how the florist was born. But that's just another element of families working together and building things that will benefit the community. And the community has, like I mentioned before, have really patronized us and serve us well. But as I say, as far as the summary, in a business, it's very important to give back though. And one of the things that I'm so proud of, that the office services gives different kinds of services to the elderly at free of charge. For an example, senior citizens can come here and we offer free notary or letter writing or whatever administrative services that they need free of charge, because a lot of times their kids, they live out of town for whatever reason, may not take the time that's needed. They just may not have anyone in the city, but they can come here and we can accommodate them for whatever services that they need concerning that. Maybe it's a Social Security letter that they got and they really don't understand it. Maybe they got an Internal Revenue Service letter for them to render taxes that may be owed for years back. Whatever the case may be, but we're here to offer that services for them free of charge. So I can say in summary how the tax office was born, how the dealership was revitalized, and also the services of the auto center, how we can put all these three things together to be able to service the community. And with that, I hope that little piece of history really help you understand how we started, how we like to continue, and how we cherish the legacy.
When we first opened the doors, it was a great experience because at that time we had no air conditioning in that community. We service heat and air conditioning, and we know, ladies, when it get hot, we do not want to roll the windows down. Because we don't want our hat to blow. So air conditioning was a great thing then, and we used to be so busy. When they found out about we serviced that particular service, they would come in there and I would have to give numbers because of the customers that were in the office. They would be sitting all around the office, and I would have to give out numbers to know which one was first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. And we would always stay there until the last customers were served. We never did leave. I don't care if it was 10, 11 o'clock at night. We stayed there until we finished with the last customer. You know, a lot of times you go to business and they really would take advantage of, especially a woman customer. But as long as I was sitting at in that front office, you can please believe that I was not going to let that happen to not any of our customers. My husband would sit in the garage with the mechanics. He oversaw the shop, and I ran the office at that particular time. And he would say, "Go see my wife. She'll handle you. My wife is in the office. Go in and see my wife." But together as a team, we worked very well together. When he first became a paraplegic, my son was, I think he was 7, and my daughter was 5. So from then on, we raised the children, we educated them, and after they went to school, graduated from college, and went into the corporate field, they came into the business. And that was a good thing because most children do not want any part of the family business. But they did, and they are doing a miraculous job now. As my part, as a helpmate for my husband, he wanted me to come out of school. I was teaching, and he said, "Baby, you need to come and help me." I said, "Are you kidding? I'm going to work with you, live with you. No, no, no. Let me continue my profession." But eventually I did. I came out, I retired and came out to help him out. And it was an enjoyable moment. We worked very well together. We came to work together and we left together. And when he expired in the year of 2007, it was something that, it was an empty spot with me. I just didn't feel like that I could even go on working at the business. But my son came into the business, and my daughter was already there with the florist. So my son said, Mom, you need to come on and we need you up here. So eventually I did come to just oversee how they were doing, and they were doing a really good job. So on up until this point, we are still existing 48 years out. And everyone all over the city of Atlanta knows about Lawsons Auto. And I'm very proud of the legacy that my husband left behind. And I am proud to have been a helpmate to help him get started, because they said, not being braggadocious, but they said behind every successful man is a very strong woman. And I do consider myself a very, very strong woman.
I am the baby of the Lawsons, although it's just two of us. My brother, he's the oldest, and I'm the baby. I started Lawsons Flowers August 1994, and it has been thriving since. I started with my father being here, running the auto center. He's greatly missed, but he taught me a lot of valuable pointers in being in business. I never forget when I first started. He took me aside and he said, daughter, you have to be a woman of your word. That's the only way people judge you, is from your word. Let your word be true. If you say you're gonna do something, you do it. If you can't, then you tell them you can't. But your word is your bond. And that's what people is gonna judge, is your word. On a final note, I would also like to thank my mom and my dad for being the great parents that they are. They were very supportive and still supportive of me and my dream. I just want to say it's been a great pleasure and opportunity to serve the community here on Donnelly Hollowell for the many years that I've been here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting Lawsons Flowers and Gift over the many years that you have done so. It's been a great pleasure to serve the community and my other customers as well. I love you. I will never forget you, and it's been a great journey. Thank you so much.